stop. Right now, put your hand on your chest. Feel that? That heartbeat? Every 40 seconds, someone's heart stops beating forever. A heart attack, a stroke, sudden cardiac failure. And the scariest part? Most of them had no idea it was coming. But here's what I'm about to tell you. And I need you to listen closely because this could literally save your life or someone you love. What's happening inside your arteries right now is not a mystery. It's not random. And it's absolutely not something you're powerless to change. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what's strangling your arteries from the inside, why your heart is working twice as hard as it should, and the one food that contains more of a life-saving compound than anything else on Earth. And no, it's not some expensive superfood from the Amazon. It's probably sitting in your grocery store right now. And you've been throwing away the most powerful part of it. Let's talk about what's really happening inside your body right this second. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer in the world today. Not cancer, not accidents, heart disease. It's silent, it's sneaky, and it's killing people who think they're fine because they feel okay. But feeling okay and being okay are two completely different things. Your arteries, those flexible lifelines running through every inch of your body, are supposed to be like brand new elastic garden hoses. Smooth on the inside, flexible, responsive, opening and closing based on what your body needs moment by moment. When they're healthy, that inner lining, it's called the endothelium, is like silk. It senses even the smallest changes in blood flow and instantly releases a natural gas called nitric oxide. This gas is magic. It keeps your blood vessels open, relaxed, and flowing freely. But here's where things go wrong. And this is happening to millions of people right now, maybe even you. When your endothelium becomes inflamed, and listen to these triggers because they're everywhere. Chronic stress, processed foods, high blood sugar, environmental toxins, lack of sleep, even sitting for hours every day. It stops producing enough nitric oxide. And without enough nitric oxide, everything starts to break down. The arteries lose their ability to dilate and open up. Those smooth muscles around them, they start to tighten, squeeze, contract. Your blood pressure rises, and oxygen delivery to your heart and brain begins to fall. Imagine trying to water your entire garden through a kinked hose. That's what your heart is trying to do right now. Push blood through increasingly narrow, stiff passages. Over time, that constant tightness causes micro tears in your vessel walls. Think about that. Tiny little rips forming on the inside of your arteries, and your body, trying to be helpful, tries to patch those tears. But it uses cholesterol, calcium, and inflammatory proteins to do it. And that's how plaque starts to form. Layer after layer after layer. This is atherosclerosis. This is how heart disease begins. This is what's happening inside millions of people who think they're perfectly healthy. But here's where this gets really exciting and hopeful. We can naturally support and restore this nitric oxide pathway. And food, real, whole, accessible food, is one of the most powerful tools we have. Certain foods contain specific amino acids that your body can transform directly into nitric oxide, restoring the flexibility and vital communication of that endothelium. Let me walk you through how this incredible pathway works, because when you understand this, you'll never look at your plate the same way again. When you eat foods rich in something called L-citrulline, stay with me here, your body converts it into L-arginine. And from there, your body transforms it into nitric oxide. This nitric oxide then travels to those smooth muscle cells, lining your arteries, and delivers a simple message. Relax. When that happens, and this is the beautiful part, your blood vessels widen, your blood pressure drops, and oxygen and nutrients start flowing freely again to every single part of your body. Your heart, your brain, your muscles, your organs. Even your skin starts getting more of what it needs. Think about this for a second. Every single heartbeat, every pump of your heart, is only as efficient as your arteries allow it to be. If your arteries are stiff and narrow, your heart has to work twice, sometimes 3 times as hard to push blood through. It's exhausting. Your heart is literally aging faster, wearing out faster because it's fighting a battle it was never meant to fight. But if your nitric oxide levels are high, your arteries stay soft, flexible, elastic, youthful. That's the difference between a cardiovascular system that's aging rapidly and one that's thriving. That's the difference between feeling exhausted by noon and having energy that lasts all day. That's the difference between being a heart attack waiting to happen and being someone whose heart works efficiently, effortlessly. So where do we get citrulline and arginine naturally? This is where it gets really good. The food that absolutely tops the list? Watermelon. Now, before you think, oh, that's nice, I like watermelon, and move on, let me tell you something most people don't know. Watermelon isn't just a refreshing summer fruit you eat at barbecues. It's one of nature's richest, most concentrated sources of L-citrulline, the amino acid your body uses to make nitric oxide. Ounce for ounce, it contains more citrulline than any other food on Earth. More than cucumbers, more than pumpkin, more than anything. But here's the secret that's going to blow your mind: the white part of the rind. That pale, firm layer between the red flesh and the green skin. The part that most people, probably you, throw directly into the garbage. That's where the highest concentration of citrulline is found. You've been throwing away medicine. Literally throwing it away. When you make smoothies, and I want you to start doing this today, cut a few small chunks of that white rind and blend them in with the red flesh, some berries, whatever you normally use. You won't taste it. I promise you won't taste it. It has almost no flavor. But your arteries? Your arteries will feel the difference within hours. I guarantee it. Now, while watermelon is the champion, there are other powerful foods that support this same life-saving nitric oxide pathway. Pumpkin seeds and nuts, especially almonds and walnuts, are loaded with arginine, which boosts nitric oxide directly. Just a handful a day can make a measurable difference. Beets and leafy greens like spinach, arugula, and kale contain natural nitrates. These convert into nitric oxide through a slightly different pathway, giving you a double boost when combined with watermelon. Pomegranates help protect your endothelium and extend the life of nitric oxide once it's already been produced. They're like bodyguards for your circulation system. Garlic, good old garlic, enhances the enzymes that help your body make more nitric oxide from arginine. It's a multiplier effect. When you combine these foods, something incredible happens. It's called synergy. The watermelon and pumpkin seeds raise your citrulline and arginine levels, the beets and greens produce nitric oxide from nitrates, and the pomegranates and garlic protect and sustain all the nitric oxide you've already made. It's like building a complete support system for your cardiovascular health, one meal at a time. Now let me take you deeper into what nitric oxide is actually doing inside your arteries, because this is fascinating. Imagine your endothelium, that inner lining of your arteries, as the conductor of a massive orchestra. Every instrument needs to play at exactly the right time for the music to be beautiful. When your endothelium senses increased blood flow, like during exercise, excitement, even a good laugh, it releases nitric oxide into the bloodstream. This nitric oxide diffuses into the smooth muscle layer of your artery and triggers an enzyme called guanylyl cyclase. That enzyme increases levels of something called cyclic GMP, a messenger molecule that tells those tight, constricted muscles to relax. This relaxation causes your arteries to expand. Scientists call it vasodilation, and the results are immediate and profound. Increased blood flow, reduced pressure on your heart, greater oxygen delivery to every single organ, better waste removal from your tissues, improved healing, enhanced brain function. But it doesn't stop there. The endothelium also uses nitric oxide to prevent platelets, those sticky blood cells, from clumping together and forming dangerous clots. It calms inflammation inside the vessel walls. It literally keeps your arteries clean, calm, and wide open. Studies, real peer-reviewed research, shows that people who regularly consume foods high in citrulline, arginine, and natural nitrates have dramatically improved flow-mediated dilation. That's a fancy term that measures how well your arteries can expand and contract. It's one of the most accurate predictors of cardiovascular health we have. These same people also show lower arterial stiffness, which is one of the strongest predictors of heart disease, heart attacks, and strokes. Here's what I want you to do starting tomorrow morning. Actually, starting today if possible. Make yourself a nitric oxide smoothie. I'm going to give you the exact recipe right now. Take 2 cups of fresh watermelon chunks, the red part. Then add a few small pieces of that white rind, maybe a 1/4 cup. Add a big handful of spinach or arugula. Throw in a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds. Add half a small beet. You can use it raw or pre-cooked. Then add some water or coconut water for liquid and blend it until it's completely smooth. Drink this in the morning or right after a workout when your body is primed to absorb nutrients. And within minutes, I'm talking 15 to 30 minutes, your bloodstream is flooded with the raw materials your body needs to produce nitric oxide naturally. If you want to take it even further, add a few pomegranate seeds for their antioxidant power, or press in a small clove of fresh garlic for enzyme support. And here's what I love most about this approach. You're not forcing your body with synthetic drugs that come with side effects. You're not taking expensive supplements with questionable ingredients. You're not doing anything extreme or complicated. You're simply giving your body natural precursors it already recognizes and knows exactly how to use to heal itself. The result? Better circulation within days. Lower blood pressure within weeks. More oxygen reaching your heart and brain. A noticeable increase in energy that you'll actually feel. Better sleep. Clearer thinking. Improved exercise performance. Even better skin tone because nutrients are finally reaching those outer layers. Remember something crucial. Your arteries are living tissue. They're not fixed, unchangeable tubes. They respond dynamically to what you feed them, how you move them, how you breathe, how you manage stress. When you eat the right foods consistently, you activate your own internal pharmacy. Your body wants to heal. It's designed to heal. You just have to give it the tools. And here's the truth that nobody in the pharmaceutical industry wants you to fully understand. You don't need anything exotic. You don't need expensive treatments from halfway around the world. Sometimes, often, actually, the most powerful healing comes straight from the produce aisle at your local grocery store. Watermelon, pumpkin seeds, beets, dark leafy greens, pomegranate, garlic. Together, these simple, affordable foods can literally transform how your arteries function and how your entire body feels. So here's your action plan. First, the next time you buy a watermelon, don't stop at the red part. Cut off that white rind in strips. Store it in a container in your fridge. Use it every time you make a smoothie. Second, make that nitric oxide smoothie I just described. Do it for 7 days straight and pay attention to how you feel. Your energy, your mental clarity, how your body feels during exercise. Write it down. Third, share this information. Seriously, heart disease is killing people you love. Your parents, your friends, your coworkers who are on 3 blood pressure medications and still feeling terrible. Send them this video. Fourth, leave a comment below. Tell me, are you going to try this? Do you already eat these foods? Have you noticed better circulation when you do? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to finally take action. And remember, every single day, your arteries are either getting stiffer or more flexible. They're either getting more clogged or cleaner. There's no standing still. Your body is always moving in one direction or the other. The question is, which direction do you want to go? Make the choice. Make the smoothie. Make the change. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I only wish you, your loved ones, and your family vibrant health, strong hearts, and long lives full of energy. Make it a great day. Take care of that incredible cardiovascular system of yours.